We're wrapping up the ACA Summit, the 23rd Annual Summit. We're with Chairman Bob Gessner. Bob, you're also an operator, of course, and yesterday you moderated a panel with a number of operators. What are some of the takeaways from that for you?
Well, the first panel had three great guests from Comporium, Frankfurt Plant Board, and Wave Broadband. And what I tried to do, and I think what we accomplished, was show the diversity of our membership, from old-time phone companies, municipal operators, new breed telecom providers, and that they all face the future in a different way, although they're all working toward the same future. And I hope that was instructive to the members in attendance, because they could find someone they relate to and can compare their situation to others. So that was I think, very helpful. And the session with Rocco Camisa was just wonderful. He's a great entrepreneur and a great advocate for our industry, and I think everybody enjoyed hearing his message of, continued growth and faith in our industry.
It was interesting, his comments about his video business has declined. At the same time, his overall business has increased.
And that's a message that I think everybody, same thing everyone has seen. All of us have seen declines in our TV business as we've had increased competition and as we've come to have higher and higher rates because of increasing program costs. So we have to turn to our other new business instead of the old TV business.
And I thought it was interesting, his comment about just some common sense type stuff, like one of them on the set top. Why focus on maybe a $5 problem when there's a $40 problem, as he put it.
Absolutely. Our set-top boxes are now, of course, a hot button issue with the FCC's notice of inquiry. But I think all of us know it's not a profit center for us. If anything, it's a cost center, and it's something that while we are concerned about the future of what the FCC will do in terms of a technology mandate for set-top boxes, I think we all recognize it's inevitable that is going to migrate toward smart devices, whether it's a small one in your pocket or a huge one on the wall. It's not something that we're going to build and manufacture and sell.
And the set-top isn't a trivial thing, because it's a lot of money. And I think one of the things I learned a couple of weeks ago was that you were doing with the GPON overlay. Stephen Weed yesterday mentioned they're doing the same thing in totally parallel tracks. You guys hadn't talked, but part of your motivation for doing that, it sounds like, was to preserve your capital that you've already invested in set-tops, right?
No, well, actually, with our GPON overlay, we'll end up with new set-tops of some type, but
that's eventually, though, right? In the meantime, you'll continue using your existing ones, right?
Oh, sure, certainly. We'll continue to use both our set-top boxes for TV and our DOCSIS 3 modems for internet while we deploy a GPON overlay, and then we can use less expensive IPTV set-top boxes, and obviously coming out of a GPON system, your Ethernet right from the start.
Yeah, it gives you a nice little kind of transition.
Yes, we're hoping it's a medium-term transition instead of one that requires a lot of capital up front. We'll spread it out over many years.
Well, and that was kind of another theme, it seemed, is you touched upon this earlier, this whole idea of innovation and continuing to invest.
Absolutely. You heard that from everybody in our group. John Higginbotham from Frankfurt Plant Board said they're working now on their 9th rebuild of their system. And everybody has always been innovative and continuing to invest in their systems because you have to. It's a technology business and you have to stay current.
Excellent. Well, one of the things I tweeted was, the hypothesis is the GPON overlay will be the best way, and then Summit 24 will learn if the results were true. So any takeaways for you for Summit 24, I guess?
Wow, for 24. I predict we'll have a new president by that time.
I think that's a safe prediction, Bob. Always great catching up with you.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.